Well, hello, delegates, and welcome to your December 2021 update. I have a number of items to update you on, but also just wanted to share a quick moment of thanks to all the work group leads and committee leads who got everything started in November. I sat in on some fantastic meetings and really looking forward to all the products we're going to develop this year. On December 9th, that's this Thursday, our first HOD quarterly meeting will be coming up. Next, DE&I MA support. We will be having a presentation from Lisa Ruane at WEF on what the Silver Ring Group can offer to you as a member association in terms of DE&I support, both for your board or for your MA or for other activities. Very exciting news. WEF Max registration will be opening here at the beginning of December. So please start looking out for those emails and get registered quickly. You can already book hotels online if you're interested. So we look forward to seeing you at one of our 3 in-person WEF Maxes. And if you're unable to make it, we'll also have a virtual option this year as well. The UMC and YP Summit are coming up here in February. Hopefully you've been seeing a lot of the information come out about YP Summit and you'll be able to attend. We really look forward to this every year. It's the one thing, one of the few things that we do in combination with AWWA. And this year is going to be no exception. It's going to be an amazing event together and really look forward to that. So if you do have young professionals within your member association or your organization, please plan on sending them. It really is valuable training for them. And if you're able to, we'll have sponsorship opportunities as well, both for the summit itself and for individual members attending. Last month, I was able to attend the WEF board retreat and got an update on how we're doing on the strategic plan. So at WEF Tech, we conducted the first round of focus groups. People told us about what they valued, what they got from WEF, some of the larger trends that are impacting our industry's future. And so we've begun to dive into thinking about what is WEF's mission and vision, and answer this question: why does WEF exist? And what is the aspirational change we're hoping to make with the work that we do? So there'll be continued updates on WEF strategic plan throughout the year in meetings, and I'll try and provide those as I get them. Lastly, I want to remind all delegates that the MA grant program has come back. So a few years ago, WEF allocated about $100,000 in funds to MA projects or to MAs that needed support in other ways. We had to pause that grant program during the pandemic and during some uncertainty in WEF's budgeting process to provide other means to MAs, but we're bringing that back. So we hope you'll participate. There are lots of ways, lots of things that you can use these grants for, and you can find more information by contacting Kelsey Hurst. This month, I did an interview with Joe Navas, who is the current chair for the DE&I committee of the House of Delegates. And we get into some really interesting conversations, and it's just great to have Joe as a part of our member association, or of his member association, and of our House of Delegates. So I hope you enjoy this interview and look forward to talking with you all on December 9th at the meeting. Thank you. This month, we're joined by Joe Navas. Joe works for McCarthy Building Company and is a member of the Nevada Water Environment Association. He's an alum of WEF's Water Leadership Institute and currently on the steering committee. Joe is the first chair of the House of Delegate DE&I committee and will be leading our efforts to meet WEF's strategic mission and update the DE&I toolkit. In addition to these roles, he is also on the WEF Tech Advisory Committee. Joe wears a lot of hats for WEF, and we're lucky to have him.
Thank you.
Joe, welcome. So happy to be interviewing you this month. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Help the HOD get to know you.
So you hit on a few things there. I guess I'm originally from Nebraska, and I had a father who was actually born and raised in the Bronx, New York, and then came to Nebraska for college. Met my mother there, so I definitely look like my mother. I don't look like my father, who's all Puerto Rican. So had some interesting experiences with growing up where I could live in a place like the Midwest, but then go visit family in New York City growing up. So I really lean into that as we look through the diversity lens and just having that experience. I originally came to McCarthy in 2008 and then ended up kind of traveling around the Western United States building water infrastructure. Came to Las Vegas this last time here in 2018 and really tried to build a water group here or just work on our water group in this region. With that, I had an opportunity to work on some really landmark projects here, which is like Raiders Stadium and Circa Resort Casino, which is the first high-rise hotel and casino on Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas in 50 years. So some landscape changing projects in Las Vegas. But during my time on those projects, I realized that I had a passion for water and I just couldn't wait to get back to doing water infrastructure. And anybody that was on those projects would tell you they probably got annoyed by me telling them that. So that's really what brings me here today and my involvement in WEF today. I just really recommitted that because I realized I did have a passion for improving the water quality within our communities, kind of like a water ninja. Nobody really knows what's going on, but we deliver, clean water to the environment in our communities every day. So.
Well, that's really amazing, and we're so glad to have you as a part of not just the water industry, but of WEF. So tell me a little bit about how you got involved in WEF and what's been rewarding for you.
So I got involved originally back in Denver in the Rocky Mountain Water Environment Association. Shout out to Jeff Berlin, who invited us to his bowling fundraiser a few times, and that's really where I got my feet wet. And then from there came to some conferences and joined in the golf tournaments, and really found an organization that cared about water, probably similar to the way I do. And then when I came back to Las Vegas, I just reached out to the NWEA folks here, and Nikita was the leader at the time. So she really, open arms took me in and gave me stuff to do. Started assigning what she could, and I kind of took the ball and ran from there. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I enjoy being here. Just the people too has been amazing. So.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I think all of us have a story where we got wrangled into something and then ended up falling in love with WEF and getting deeper and deeper. And obviously, you've found yourself fairly deep into WEF with all of the engagement and involvement you have. As a delegate now, what kinds of things are you hoping to accomplish in your time here?
Yeah, I mean, that's a daunting question because I feel like some days you want to change the whole world, but then you realize it's one step at a time. I think from my perspective, I want to bring more value to the contractors part. I've really that's kind of grown on me in my first year here. And in fact, in our Web Tech Advisory Committee, I just kind of brought up that how can we carve out a little more space for contractors at Web Tech even. So just really trying to bring that diverse opinion to the table and look through that lens when we're talking about things. And really, I think that's an opportunity to not only increase membership within the organization, but the influence that the organization has, as well as increase the amount of people that come to Web Tech.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right that we know, contractors have been an underserved part of WEF for a long time. And so we're really lucky to have you in the house and you leading so many efforts. And we really look forward to all the things that you're going to do as a part of the DE&I subcommittee. I know that the HOD will be hearing from you a lot this year, as well as a number of other parts of WEF. And so look forward to what you're going to do and excited to be a part of it. So thanks for coming to the interview this month and being a part of all of our efforts.
Absolutely. Thank you, Steven, and look forward to your leadership as well, man. It's going to be a great year.
Hey, happy holidays. Thank you.
Thank you.